Hey guys, welcome to Learning to Build with me, Dirt, or Dirt versus Diamond, whatever you prefer to call me. And in today's episode, we're going to be learning how to texture walls. And before we do that, we're going to want to plan out our area. And to do that, we're going to plan out where the roads are going to be and the plots of land, where the buildings are going to go. So first, real quick off screen, I'm just going to be placing down some blocks to mark out the area where the building's going to be. So I'll do that real quick and be right back. Alright, so real quick, I just planned out the first floor. It's 15 long, or 17 wide. It's 11 tall and 15 in length, something like that. I don't know. It's 17 by 15 by 11. That's what I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, so let's move on to the beginning of what you want to do for your first wall. And basically, how I start out is I figure out what I want to do for the corners first. And since I'm jumping a lot, I do apologize for the loud keyboard. But right now, I can't really do anything about it besides move my mic away, but then you can't really hear me. So let's try a couple blocks out. In this corner, we're going to try the andesite that's polished, and then the polished diorite, chiseled stone bricks, and then we'll try the chiseled quartz block. Now, we're not going to keep this as stone brick, most likely, because that's not really a good outer part. But what we can do is go to these sides and fill these in with the other blocks that we have picked out, which is the chiseled sandstone, end stone, which isn't as good, but it still works out pretty decently, nether brick, and a block of quartz. So now that we have them picked out for each side, let's just get rid of these because we already have them over there. If you see that big line of blocks right there, I have all the blocks laid out for this build that we may or may not use. So right now, what I usually like to do is just use the chiseled stone bricks. Sometimes I'll use the diorite, but the diorite's better as an accent block, which I'll be explaining later. Maybe not in this episode, but we'll see. So out of all of these, the quartz doesn't look too bad actually. The sandstone looks pretty good. The endstone looks kind of weird. This chiseled one does not look particularly well, even though like you can see these the texture on the block, it points up, which goes good into the stone brick. And even though it's darker in the middle here and this is lighter, that's not a very good thing. Maybe if you had a different block that was lighter in the middle and like had darker on the side. Let's just try quartz pillars, I think they're called. Yeah, here we go. Let's see what one of these looks like. Wait, did I have this laid down? Yeah, I did, so sorry about wasting your time. But yeah, that still doesn't work as well because look at that. It's not the same darkness as the others, or opacity. I'm not sure which one it's used as when they were making the texture. But yeah, it also doesn't blend in well down here, so I don't think we're gonna go with that one either. So this one I typically like to use because if you look at the textures, they roll sideways and downwards at the same time. Plus, it blends in with a lot of the colors I like to use, which is mostly grays. But sometimes too much gray is a bad thing. That's why the diorite accents it well. Actually, let's turn on a texture pack to see. All it is like a 32 by 32 version of it. And it looks, it changes out a little bit of the textures and makes andesite a bit lighter. But yeah, no, it doesn't look as good, so we're gonna change that back. Now, even though diorite, I'm pretty sure diorite, andesite, and granite are just retextured dirt. Recolored dirt, just with the same texture. But honestly, I think it blends in really well. And the color is not perfectly matching, but it does work pretty well. So let's look at the andesite now. And honestly, it's a bit too flat. Like if you look at this, the texture on it helps it seem like it's indented almost. And the problem with this is that also it's a little bit lighter than the stone brick, so that it's more of like a stone slab color in a way, like it's an in between of the two. And I'll show you that. Put that here. See, it's a little bit darker than the stone slabs, but it's a little bit lighter than the stone brick. So that's sort of a problem. Why I don't usually like using it for corners, just sometimes it does work. So this quartz thing, the only bad part about the quartz right now is that its texture is way too it looks indented almost, but the problem with it is that it's completely cornered out. Like there's no texture pointing in a certain direction. And maybe if it did, maybe if they had this chisel, like the chiseled version of this, looked like the chiseled stone bricks, maybe that would be better. But honestly, I don't think we're going to be using either of those. So we're going to get rid of these two, and actually probably the diorite, because I think I know what I want to do with it later. So then we look at the nether brick, and yeah, that just looks plain old terrible, so we're not going to use that. So does the end stone. Maybe as an interior black, it'll look better. This actually looks kind of okay. If that makes any sense, kind of okay. More like just kind of alright. I don't know. Anyway, the biggest problem with this block, when matching it to stone bricks, is that the texture is like 2 pixels lower than where this darker line is. You can see right there, the dark line there is right under the part of the texture that makes it look indented almost. So that's definitely not going to be used. It doesn't blend well enough in. So honestly, even though I use this block a lot, we are going to be using it as a corner, and it is the chiseled stone brick. So let me fill this in real quick and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and you can tell that I placed the corners in, but I've also laid out a couple of colors and different blocks for the corners, which is the next step in making your wall being textured. Well, just your wall in general is what we really need to do first. So what I've already decided on for the main ones that I'm probably going to use is the I didn't mean to fall down right there, sorry about that, is the oak logs. The stone bricks, to be honest, I tried them out, they're pretty good. At least for the bottom. Maybe we'll do like something for the bottom and top that's different than the sides, but we'll see. I'm not digging the end stone or the sandstone. The cyan clay looks pretty good. The quartz pillar looks alright. This looked better if it was like a pillar. I tried that out as a pillar, and this just looks terrible. We're definitely not using that. Probably using it as like something to texture the wall with, which we'll be getting into later. Alright, so let me explain why I picked these. Well, first of all, this is called a pillar, so the fact that its texture is vertical rather than a horizontal texture just makes it look like it's very supportive to it. And even though it looks flat now, once we start texturing the wall, it's going to look a lot better. So this is one of the contestants for this, so let's put that in our inventory. I chose the oak logs and this because they're also interesting, because they can go either have either a vertical texture or a horizontal texture. And even better than that, they can have this, which is sort of like the chiseled stone brick texture, and so can the oak log. So yeah, that's basically why I chose those two, most likely. And this nether brick, I think the color goes well with the chiseled stone brick, and also that the if you look at this lighter texture right here, that goes right into the right above this part. And I don't know, since this is supposed to look like it's pushed outward, that's why this texture is these pixels are a little bit lighter than there. That's pretty similar on this part of the block, so that's why they match. At least in my opinion, I think they matched. And I picked this cyan clay because honestly it just blends really well. It's a nice dark gray, and it just blends really well with this. And maybe even this because let me just grab these two blocks. I didn't mean to place that. This because like it's a little bit of a different color, but still blends pretty nicely with all these other colors. And the stone brick just because it's it also has an up or down texture, and it blends pretty well with the chiseled stone bricks just because they're both stone. Alright, so that's why I chose those. I think honestly the one I'm gonna pick is probably the oak log, because it's the most convenient to find. Most likely nether quartz is kind of a pain to get, like the most of, but trust me, this is still going to be implemented into the build, most likely. Alright, so I think I'm going to fill this all in with the oak wood, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so I went ahead and placed all the logs in, and I know it looks very strange right now, but now what we want to do is actually start working on the wall. And what I prefer to do before I start working on the entrance wall is I do the back one or the sides first, because when you do the entrance one, it's very difficult to keep planning out where the arch is going to be, or where your entrance is going to be. So I'm just grabbing a few things over here real quick, just stuff that I think I'm going to use. Alright, I don't think we're going to, well, we might use the stone brick, so let's grab that. And then if we need different stuff, we can come back over here and grab like the more colorful blocks. Alright, so I know this is going to hurt some people's eyes to see it look like that, but it's because it's 17 by 15, so it's not even. Yeah, well, it's not even. So I'm thinking I want to put the entrance on this side, so let's do the back side first. Alright, so basically what I start to do is put some pillars in. So what I would do is just pillar this up, just like alongside the corner block, and then eventually replace all of these blocks because they won't look good eventually. But I put it here just to plan where the one block in is, or I'll just make it thinner with some more cutout blocks like stairs or slabs or something like that. Alright, so now that we have all those placed in, what we want to do now is add the texture in. And you can add textures two ways. You can well, first, before I explain how you can texture it, you see this right here, how it's like a corner and then that's not good because it makes the wood look very unsupportive just to the eye. So we're gonna replace that with like a cobble stair. So yeah, even then it still looks like it. So what we're gonna do is have to play around it. And what I usually do to play around stuff like that is I'll get rid of some of the bottom parts. So let's just, I don't know, take out a 3 wide space, like a 3 by 3. I think that was actually 4, so let's put that back. Alright, let's just get rid of this glowstone now and recede it 1 by 1 block. So I wasn't drinking soda this time, but I still ended up burping. So we are going to bring this up a couple more blocks and then put this 1 block forward. And you're wondering why I'm just using cobble right now. But it's going to change, don't worry. Alright, then we're going to put the glowstone in just for lighting at this moment. Alright, so now you're probably wondering why you just did that. Well, if we put that directly next to it, it's going to look a little strange. Like, yeah, it's going to look textured, but you can't see that log to make it feel like there's support here. And what we can do with this is add some stone bricks. Just for now, we're going to make it textured in a minute. Alright, you see how that looks now? That doesn't look too bad. Alright, we're actually gonna need something to make it look like a window. I actually didn't grab any glass paints, but right now we're just gonna grab some iron bars. Alright, so we're back over here. Let's see what these look like. We're gonna put it on this side. So just pillar up a bunch. Yeah, we can take that off. And something you can do is just place like cobble or something around here. I'm just gonna put smooth stone for now. Just to make it connect, and then we can put these behind it. Let me just get rid of these blocks, and then we can pillar this up again, go around to this side, and then add these back on. So yeah, with the stone there, it looks pretty strange, right? Well, what we can do now is actually get rid of this, even though we just built it. This is what building is. You have to keep going back and forth to find out what you like, and place this along the side. And now it doesn't look too bad, right? Well, let's double check to make sure it doesn't look bad instead of just saying it. Alright, so it's looking alright now. We're still gonna have to add a lot more texture in, but let's get rid of that and then turn this into the same thing that's here. So let's grab a chiseled block and put this one right here, get rid of this, grab a log, and start building it downward. Alright, so now we have this built. Alright, you can see this is where some of the texture comes in, having this on the side. Now we have this again, where it connects through the corner. We don't want that, so let's try to play around that with a different accent block than stone bricks. Let's try the diorite, and then I had andesite on me, I guess I switched it out. Let's grab some andesite. Another one we can use is cyan wool is a really good one. Try some mossy. Well, mossy is really just to make things look realistic. Let's grab this nether brick and grab some quartz, I guess. That could look okay. We'll see though. And then definitely the cyan clay. Alright. Maybe, yeah, I grabbed the nether brick. Just double checking, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get rid of these blocks and then replace this one with the andesite. Alright, so what do we like better? That diorite is really standing out to me, and I'm really liking it right now. So let's get rid of this because I don't even like the andesite at this point in time. Alright, so now that that's placed in, this is looking pretty good now. But let's try this with quartz now. See what we like better. Alright, so I think I like the diorite better than the quartz, believe it or not, because of how almost dirty the block looks like. Hold on, let me make it time set day. Yeah, it started raining. I mean, not raining, snowing, so I had to do toggle downfall. Yeah, that might be annoying in this series. I like it better because it's very dark on the corner bits. And I think that blends well with the gray part. Well, the white blends in with the gray, and then this dark part helps blend in with the oak logs. So that's why I like that. So since we want to try something dark, let's try the nether brick now. And that nether brick does not blend in well at all, just because of the color and texture in general. So let's try the cyan wool. And the cyan wool typically works better with just purely gray builds. Now, I'm not liking that as much. It does look okay, but it's not like the diorite. So we didn't try the clay, and I think this might look pretty good. No, see, like, it looks pretty good, but like this having that little bit of a darker color mixed in with the lighter color really helps to build out. So yeah, I think we're going to stick with the diorite on that part. So now before I move on to this top layer or finish, actually no, let's finish this off real quick. So we're going to need some stone stairs. Do I have them up here? Yes, I do. Stone brick stairs is what I meant to say. So let's place all these back, grab the slabs, get rid of these, and grab the other slabs and other stuff like that. So we're going to want that, the cobble stair. Let's actually grab some mossy stuff and just normal cobble. Okay, that's looking pretty good for us right now. Alright, trust me, the inside's gonna be okay. Sorry for that voice crack there. So let's get rid of these and then place like stone brick stairs there and just expand that downward. Actually no, that's a bad idea. What am I doing? Let's get the cyan wool going on here. I think that's gonna look pretty good. We'll see though. So I'm not digging it. It looks alright, to be honest, but it's not just spectacular. So let's put that there, and that's too much diorite now. So let's get rid of that. We can worry about that accent block later. Actually, let's just try cobble, see what that looks like. No, that's too much. Okay, smooth stone now. This is how mad I get usually. Well, not really mad, just kind of excited with it. I don't know, back and forth like. So this looks better, definitely, with that smooth stone. Because the thing with the smooth stone is that it's in between the stone brick and the cobble stair, so it helps transition over. And it still matches with the diorite and the iron bars because of the color and texture. Alright, so now we have that figured out. That looks okay. We can actually grab this and place it down one in there. And then we can go ahead and grab a leaf. Yeah, my voice is dying out a little bit. I'm gonna have to go get a drink or something soon. But I'll do that off screen, don't worry about that. And I won't drink on camera. That'd be kind of unprofessional. Alright, yeah, so that's just basically to blend in with the, the grass. And I typically use the jungle leaves because, I don't know, they look a lot thicker. So that usually helps out with making it look a bit bulky or something like that. Alright, now what do we want to do? We definitely want to change this up. So let's recede that one back and place this up here. Well, let's do that just so we can actually have a spot to place this on. So that looks alright. Let's try this with the stone brick stairs and see if it still gives the same appeal as the 3. Now I actually don't like that as much because it doesn't give enough support in my opinion. So let's change that back to the 3. And I'm not satisfied with that. I'm never satisfied with my builds. You guys should know that from me. Alright, but I'm gonna have to figure something out. I'm probably gonna work on it off camera. Let's no. I mean that might be able to work, but I'm not digging it. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna try a bunch of different stuff, and we'll see. So yeah, it looks alright right now. It doesn't look amazing, but now what we can do is actually we can't really do this because we haven't used any full cobble blocks. Basically, once I start adding full cobble blocks in, I mix up some moss stone and smooth stone with it. Sorry, I meant to place that just to make it look more rustic. Alright, I'm gonna repeat this on all the sides, at least on this section of the wall. Like, I think I can fit 2 or 3 more in, and then I'll meet back with you guys once we do that. Alright guys, so I actually only repeated it once because I want to do something different for the middle, and then this is going to be the size of the entrance on this side. Just on this side we're going to be doing something a bit different from that, because that's going to be the entrance, and basically on this side we're going to be doing like a bigger and more detailed version of this. Now I think on the top part, which is what we're going to be working on next, I think we almost want to repeat the pattern. Or actually, I have a better idea. This is going to be like a second floor, and let's get rid of that because that's in the way. And basically we're going to go ahead and make a deck. Let's see, so we're just going to give us an idea of where the blocks are going to go. We're just going to go across with smooth stone on the edges. Alright, so this looks strange, and I think I'm just going to get rid of it. That was a bad idea, but yeah. Better to know than to never know, I guess. Like, at least we know now that that's not a good option. Alright, so let's make something here. I think I want to carry this all the way up, but bring this out. So I think what I'm going to do is take out these blocks, and then grab the chiseled stone brick. And now that we've done that, what we're going to do now is make it time set day. Sorry that my voice faded out there for quite a few seconds, but I was typing, and the way I've set my mic up is kind of hard to type at the same time. So yeah, now it looks strange, as you might think, but what we can do now is turn this into a log. Let's get rid of this. I mean, not get rid of it. Well, we are going to get rid of it in a second. You'll see what I mean. So we're going to knock out this top part, right? And this is where the second floor is going to go. Now we're going to keep the middle flat for now, but later on we're going to change it up. So basically we're just repeating it. Well, not completely repeating it, but it's going to look, it's going to be a similar style. So we're going to add that up. Actually, no, it has to be like this. So then we can put a support block here, which is going to be a stair, because those look generally well as support blocks. And since we use 3 cobble here and 2 stone bricks down here, I think we can make up by using stone brick stairs there. Alright, see how that helps support it? This is starting to get some texture to it now. Alright, now what we don't want to do is mess it up, because that can generally happen pretty easily. Yeah, sorry for that voice crack again. I forgot to go down and grab a drink. Alright, now let's make this stone. See if we want to put it on this far out, or if we want to put it back in one. So I think we are going to want to put it back in one layer, and we're going to see how this looks. Let's just make it look like that for now. We're going to put stairs in. Alright, so yeah, I think that's how we're going to want it. Now let's start adding texture to that. Let's put the 2 iron bars there and turn this into, well, let's see what we did down there. I think we're going to reverse it now, and instead of having 2 stone stairs, we're going to have 2 cobble stairs. And then here we're going to have a stone brick stair. And then here we're going to do 2 cobble stairs like this. Maybe. This looks kind of strange, so we might see. Alright, yeah, I'm not liking that. So now we're going to put 2 of these here. And yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And have a stone brick stair there. Alright, I gotta toggle downfall before all the snow fills up the area, because that will be bad. Alright, see, we already got one. We got a couple up here. I'll delete all the snow up here off screen. Right now we're focused on the build, right? Alright, so that's looking alright. It's not looking amazing, but let's start, let's take those cobble stairs away and see what we want to do now, because honestly, that is way too not detailed. So we do need some supports here just to make it look supportive there. And right here, this doesn't make any sense. It's 2 full blocks in a row just sitting there like that. Just doesn't seem right to me. And the problem with that is that it's not going to look good. Alright, so I think we're going to have to do this like this. But we can make up for the... Actually, no, what am I talking about? This is what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of this log because that looks stupid anyway. Well, it doesn't look that bad, but... Alright, and then we're going to do that and replace that with stone. And then put the iron bar there. Alright, so now that looks kind of strange, actually. Maybe that was a terrible idea, to be honest. So let's just tear this all down and put it 1 more block further away. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes you gotta do it. Alright, so let's do that. Put the log back. Actually, let's try the log here. No, that looks terrible. Bad idea. Now we know it's a bad idea, so let's not do that. Alright, actually, let's try it like... No, please no, never do that again. Alright, I gotta chill out with that kind of stuff. Alright, maybe I'll do it like that. No. There's a situation we got going on here. Not a situation, a situation. Just because. Alright, so let's just do that real quick. Place the stone brick stair inside. Actually, no. What we can do is put a cobble stair there. And then this here. And then on this side, we're going to put diorite. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do now. Alright, so let's fill this up with some stone. And then put 2 more chiseled stone bricks in. Alright, that's good now. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and put the cobble stairs here. And then we're going to go down here and replace this wood in our inventory. Actually, no, the cobble wall for some diorite. And then we can build this up. Alright, and I'm going to be doing all the other walls off camera except for that one because that one is going to be different. Well, like, I'll start it and then we'll finish it on camera in the next episode. I'm not sure how long this one is right now, but we'll see next time. Alright, so that looks good, minus the roof. Let's see what we want to put here. Probably just stone or maybe logs. I'm just going to do stone for now. Alright, so on the ground, this is starting to look really untextured compared to this, and this doesn't even look that good. Alright, but let's just add these in, not there. Typically, I don't like to do that, but here I think it works. Except we want to reverse these because I just want to. Actually, no. I like it better like this. Let's do that. And then change this to the way we have it up here. And I just did it wrong. Alright. So let's put the normal stone stair there, and I keep breaking all the blocks. It's okay, though, because we can just put them back. We have those there. Okay, so it looks alright. It's decent. I am not liking this block. Actually, you know what we can do for that to hide some lighting? We can go ahead and grab ourselves a redstone, whatchamacallit. Yeah, that, and go to our inventory because we don't want to lose it. Alright, so let's put it there and just have a redstone block powering it. Just because I don't want to leave her. I don't know. So, yeah. It looks alright, but you know what we can do? I'm not sure if it's going to match the height of this. It might be too small, and then we're going to have to get rid of it. But let's grab some iron doors, or, what you call it? Yeah, iron trap doors. And then let's get the wooden trap doors and see what each one looks like. So for the iron trap doors, let's place it there. That looks alright. Kind of matches the diorite. It's more of like a quartz blending thing. But yeah, that one looks a lot better. So let's actually do time set night and see what it looks like. Right now I have it set on peaceful, so we should be good. Yeah, and I forgot to space. Time set 15,000, I guess. Let's see what that is. Alright, so yeah, so the glowstone might be taking away from it, but if we just go here, I think it's producing a good bit of light. Let's just take that out and see how much less that does. Yeah, that really lightens up the place. We put it back, and actually let's just cover this up real quick, just so no light is escaping. And I think that looks pretty good, actually. So we're definitely going to keep that. Let's just make it daytime again, because building at night is not the easiest thing to do. So let's just go up a couple. I can't even see what I'm doing because the mic's in the way. I'll try to figure out a better solution to that later on, but let's just throw that, I guess, back in here. Okay, so this is looking okay. And me seeing this part makes me kind of want to change this part. And I'll probably just do that off camera and show you when I'm done. But yeah, I'm liking how this is looking so far. So I think this is the end of the episode. I'm not sure how long it's been going on for, but I'm going to repeat this on this side and just do this on this side again and save the middles for next episode. Because honestly, you guys have learned enough about how the textures work and what they look like and what blends good together with each other and why. I think I've done a decent job explaining that. And I'm sorry that my skin still isn't working. I'm probably just going to get a new one, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, sorry about that weird word, whatever I said. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like rating telling me, well, no, I was going to say tell me why you liked it. No point to that, but, I mean, you can if you want, no big deal. In the comment section, tell me if you dislike the video and why, because I would like to improve these videos just so you can have a better experience with them, enjoy them in your day, because that's my goal of this series, well, of all my series, to make you guys happy. So if you thought you learned a lot, please leave a like rating, like or dislike. It's up to you. It's your personal opinion on the video, and I would love to see what you guys like. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Well, the next episode that should be posted is a Dirt Plays Minecraft video instead of a Let's Build, or what am I calling this again? Learn to Build video. Just because I have the time for it right now. So yeah, summer just started and videos should be coming out nice and consistently. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next episode.